Hi guys, this is Ellen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this gorgeous dinner dress right here. So first you're going to need some fabric, about 2 meters, a tape measure, your pins, your scissors, an elastic, and your tailor's chalk. So the first thing you want to do is to check the stretch of your fabric. So your fabric has to stretch in the direction of your hips, not like downwards vertically but horizontally. So this is very important when working with stretchy materials. And after I found out, I'm just going to start with my measurements. So I took measurements of myself from my shoulder to my waist, and I'm just marking it down. From my shoulder to my hip, and I'm just marking it down. And again from my shoulder to my knee. This is just so that it helps me with positioning of everything, my waist, my hip, so that I won't have my dress looking, the hip being on the wrong position or anything like that. So after that, I'm going to measure my waist measurement. So this is my waist measurement divided by 4. And this is my hip measurement divided by 4. I also did the same thing for my bust. So this is my bust measurement divided by 4. So afterwards, I'm just going to join all the points together, sort of drawing, shaping myself. Yeah, so just form a shape and join all the points together with the tailor's chalk, making sure everything is neat and flat. So from the armpits, I'm just going from the point where I measure my hip, my bust measurement, I'm just going to curve out my armpits. I'm sorry the part of this video is not showing clearly, but I just measured my armpit, and as well as drawing as my shoulder on the upper part, yes, as you can see from the video. So here I'm just making sure that everything is nice and flat and drawn. So from the point where I marked my knee measurement, I'm just going to continue all the way down. No specific measurement here, I just went straight down. So when you're sure you are ready to cut, but first of all, I like to go in with my pins, just so that the fabric doesn't move when I'm cutting or anything like that. So I just pin it down to hold everything in place. And yeah, I just start cutting, following all the points where I marked my dress. So here I'm adding more pins all the way down to the bottom of the dress. And I just finish up cutting. So when I'm done, I'm just going to cut the same exact piece for the back. So I'm simply laying the front piece on fold and just pinning everything down. And now I have two pieces which are just equal at this point. So now I'm going to be cutting my sleeves. It's just one sleeve, so yeah. So for me, I'm not professional at all when cutting my sleeve. I just basically take the dress and I use the armpit of the dress to trace out the armpit of my shoulder, my sleeve. So I just put it sort of at an angle, and I make sure to leave some seam allowance. So I just pin it together with the dress. I hope this is clear but basically I just traced out the sleeve armpit using the dress armpit. I don't know if that makes sense. From here I'm just going to be measuring my sleeve length. So this is how long I want my sleeve to be, and I just mark it. And from the armpit to the bottom of the sleeve, I'm just going to be marking. So I'm going to make it like very wide, even on the cuff part, because I'm going to be putting an elastic afterwards. So when I'm satisfied with everything, I'm just going to be cutting my sleeve, and this is my sleeve, and I've equally added some pins on the sleeve where I'm going to be joining together, but on the upper part of the sleeve I'm going to leave an opening. So I'm going to be sewing on these two marked points as well as these two marked points and leave the center parts open. So now these two strips, these are the ones I'm going to be using for the belt. My fabric was a little bit shorter, so I had to join them together. So it depends on how wide you want your belt to be and everything. So here I've just pinned together the front and the back piece of the dress. But on the other side, I'm not going to be pinning all the way down, but I'm going to pin up to the knee length because I want to leave a slit on the sideways. After this, I've just gone to the machine and joined following all the pins and on the shoulders as well. And as you can see, I've left out my slits on the other side, and the other side I have sewn it all the way down. So next up, I'm just going to the machine with the sleeve and do exactly the same thing. You use a straight stitch, it can be zigzag or anything, any straight stitch that you like, yes. So this is how the sleeve is looking so far. Now I'm going to be joining the sleeve and the dress together. So for this, I'm just turning the dress and the sleeves to the wrong side, and I'm just going to hold the armpit of the sleeve and the armpit of the dress, and I'm going to put them together and just pin it down. and I'm just going to be following all around the armpit area, and just be joining everything and pinning it together. So when you're satisfied with everything, you just have to go and stitch it together, and afterwards this is how it's looking. Yes. So next up, I'm going to be working on them because the dresses are one arm. So I've measured myself the diagonal from the shoulder, from one shoulder to the next armpit, where I want the one arm to be running. So first of all, you make sure that the dress is flat, and as always, I like to pin everything down so that it doesn't move when I'm cutting. So that measurement that I took of the diagonal, that I'm just going to verify it on the dress. And here for me it was 32. So as you can see, it's just the exact measurement. So I like to use my ruler to join the 2 points so that my cuttings will be straight. And afterwards, I'm just going to be cutting. So guys, if you have any video requests that you want me to be doing, if you have any tutorial that you would like to learn, be it making skirts, dresses, or anything, just make sure you comment down below, and I'll be glad to do it for you guys. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel to show your support. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. So after cutting, this is how the dress is looking, and at this point you can try it so that you see how it fits. These are the strips for the belt. I just joined them together on one side like this, like a tube sort of, which I'm just going to turn inside out. I hope that's clear enough. So I'm just pulling it so that it turns to the right side. Yeah, and after pulling, I'll just close both ends of the belt, and by just sewing it together. Yeah, so I'll just stitch on top. I folded it inside a little bit, and I'll just sew it on top. So here my dress is almost done. Where I cut my one arm, I'm just going to be neatening it. So basically I'm just folding I'm just folding it a little bit and just sewing just like this. So after this, I also folded the sleeve, the bottom of the sleeve. I folded it about 1 centimeter just so that I can be able to fit my elastic. And I also did the same hemming on the bottom of the dress and on the side slit of the dress. Yes, so it's basically the same thing. You just fold the fabric a bit and you just stitch on top. Just make sure that it's nice and flat and straight and all. So I'm almost done now. I've done all the hemming. I'm just remaining with putting the sleeve, the elastic on the wrist. So I'll just grab a piece of elastic and drape it around my wrist and cut the elastic that I'm going to be using. And with a safety pin, I'm just going to hold the elastic. So as I said earlier, that I folded 1 centimeter on the bottom of the sleeve, or on the wrist part of the sleeve, and I left a small opening where I'm going to be passing my elastic through. So just grab the two pieces of elastic and sew them together. So yes, my dress is done, you guys. This is how it's looking, and as you can see, I'm feeling myself. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below all the video ideas that you want me to be doing. Invite your friends to like my YouTube channel, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.